This is John Carmack. You may know him for games like Wolfenstein 3D, Doom, Quake, Shadowforge, and Wraith. Oh, you haven't heard of those last two? Well, look on Wikipedia. They're there. Okay, well, let's talk about him anyway. While working with his future id buddies at Softdisk, he made his gaming debut with these two Apple II games, both published by Night Owl. Shadowforge is a fantasy adventure game set in the imperiled town of Jadaris. You play the role of, hopefully, the savior of the town who shall destroy the evil creation of the Archmage Greymare Shadowsender. Yeah. You will explore the foul dungeons and caverns of his dark fortress and combat his personal minions in grim, life-threatening battles. It's every RPG game ever made in the 80s! Alright, so let's play some Shadowforge. So I'm just going to play through a few minutes for you just to give you a gist of what the game's all about. The look and feel of the game is very, very similar to the Ultima series, almost to the point of copyright infringements, but I would never accuse Mr. Carmack of that. So you just go wandering around, exploring the map like any RPG. You can use common verb commands like fight and talk. However, you can only use them on certain objects. So for instance, I can't talk to just anybody. I can only talk to merchants. But I actually kind of like that because a lot of RPGs, they have it where 90% of the conversations are just idle, useless mumbo-jumbo that has no relevance to the game at all. Remember that I am error guy from Zelda 2? Classic example right there. I mean, look at how much value he added to the game. Alright, so let me show you how the attack system works here. So this isn't real-time action. There's no attack button per se. You would actually just hit F or S, if you have anything to throw at him. But if you hit F, you have to tell the system which enemy to attack. So I just repeatedly hit A to attack that particular enemy. When there's multiple enemies, you're going to have to be a little bit more careful because you don't want to hit the wrong letter. Alright, so here is the pseudo-sequel to Shadowforge. This is Wraith, the Devil's Demise. It's actually not a sequel at all. It has a totally different plot, but the gameplay and visuals are like identical to Shadowforge, so I basically call it a sequel. However, this time you are protector of the Temple of Materia on the island of Arathia. I actually prefer this game over the other just because it has more command options and it seems to be a little bit more fleshed out, although admittedly I haven't played either game enough to really make that claim. But you enter into castles and stuff by hitting E for enter. And this time around you get a sling right from the get-go so I can shoot enemies from a distance. But it's the same attack method where you have to, hit A or B or C, depending on how many enemies you have on the screen. But as long as I don't bother them, they don't seem to attack me, so that's good. You can also use magic, which I believe allows you to shoot any enemy on the screen regardless if there's a barrier between the two of you. Otherwise, it's very similar to a sling. So that's kind of nice. But I'm getting gang raped here, so I need to leave. Okay, I'm sorry, I bugged you. Go back to sleeping or whatever the hell you're doing. Alright, so let's venture around and see what else is around here. Okay, is it just me or does this guy look like he's on ice skates or something? Look at the way he's moving around. Not that there's anything wrong with that. That's kind of innovative. A medieval warrior on ice skates. And I love how the graphics are so primitive that you actually have to be told what each place is. Like, I would never guess this is a hotel. This is a place you want to go if you've taken some damage, though. You can see I've had 33 points restored to my health. And now I need a new weapon. So I'm just going to skate on over here. Man, look at the size of that sword. I want it. Oh, it's a sign. Okay, watch this. I'm going to wake this guy up. Hey, buddy! I have something for you. I love how, none of the enemies attack you until you attack them. Like, they're just minding their own business, and then you come around and start throwing things at them. Like, are you supposed to be a hero? Because you're just a bully. I guess it's all on how you play the game. Maybe I'm the bully. Oh, man, I'm 20 gold pieces shy. I wanted that sword. Alright, let's go get 20 more points. Where can I get 20 points? I guess I could return over to that castle. Oh no, I'm kind of scared though. I had to run out of there last time. Alright, it was back up here. I'm back, boys. Hey, there's a guy right there. I always try to attack so quickly, and I really need to get out of the habit of doing that, because for some reason I sometimes think this is a real-time action game, but it's not. It's turn-based, so I can take as much time as I want. But I just feel compelled to attack really, really quickly. Come on. Alright, I need 11 more points. There's gotta be somebody around here. Hey, there we go. Hey, buddy. I love this magic thing. Hey, where'd he go? Oh, you coward. Come back here. Alright, I am good. Whoop, that's not the way out of here. Got my points. Need to go back to the weaponry. Yes, down here. Well, I think you guys have seen enough gameplay to get the idea, but I just wanted to show you these really early games from John Carmack. I just think it's so cool looking back at a really famous programmer's first games. And I like to do the same thing with John Romero. He's got some really early Apple II games that are just fun to go back and look at. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.